Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. I know you guys have been searching all over on YouTube for these new videos and they are just not there. Just continue to give us time. We will be giving you guys more videos very, very soon. And hopefully we will give you guys a new video this week. To everyone watching, if you're watching us for the first time, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. Also, click the like button and share our videos. Also, if you're watching, please leave a comment down below. I know you guys know that we have been busy recording for our podcast, which I am really enjoying. If you have not downloaded our podcast, you can please, click, bitch, I can't even get the words right. Click the link down inside the more info box. You can listen to us on Spotify, Google Play, or in the Apple Store. We are not on SoundCloud, and SoundCloud wants us to do too much stuff to be put on there, and I'm not willing to do that right away. So the three places you can listen, as I know everybody either has an Android phone or an Apple phone, and you can also download on Spotify. And if you're looking for how to find podcasts on your iPhone, just click on podcasts and then type in the app is already on your phone, and then type in the Scorpion Show. I've just been really enjoying doing the podcast, and now
how do I do this? Just push continue?
Yes. See? And then
you have to pay for it?
Search. No, it's free.
Oh, you know I don't know nothing. And here I am on here, the Scorpion Show.
Yeah. Then we should pop right up, and then make sure you download it too. Yeah, I'm trying to get everyone.
Oh, here we are.
Yes.
Oh my God, bitch! Look at us.
Yeah.
So how do I download it?
You click on the name of the show.
Oh, download each show?
Yeah, download each show. Hey, what's going on, podcast world? Oh, stop. Okay, yeah. So that's how you do it. Or you can.
Well, how do I get this off? Because you clapped it, and now I want it off my phone.
Why you want it
off? No,
off?
I mean I want it off. So when I click off, how do I get this off? Like right from right here. Or do I go to search?
Search again.
You don't know.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, so please make sure you download the Scorpion Show podcast. I want to say thank you to everyone who's listening, but we need everyone who watched the Scorpion Show to download the podcast, and then we want you guys to tell everyone. I know a lot of people don't do this.
It's still right there. That's what I'm saying.
Just close it.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you close it?
Double tap it and close the app. Double tap the dot right there and push it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So we need everyone to let everyone know that they're listening to the Scorpion Show podcast. Tell people to download it, and we don't see it enough, and a lot of people are not doing it. Like if I ask you guys to tag people on Instagram, nobody does it. So I'm doing a call to action too. When I ask, can you please tag a friend? Tag a friend. You know, if you are listening, screenshot it, post it on Instagram, tag me. I always repost everyone who listens to us either on YouTube or on Instagram. But we definitely need everybody to spread the word of mouth. So please don't get upset with me. I'm just asking because I'm noticing no one is doing it.
Doing what?
Tagging people and telling them about the show or the podcast. So I'm asking you guys to do it. It's been really, I just have to be honest. It's been really hard out here in these streets. YouTube don't tell you guys when our videos come up. You know, it's just like no one is finding our show. I've been on the phone well, why people are not finding our show. It's just been a lot of stress, and it makes me not want to come and do YouTube videos. That's why you see less of me. Even though I'm not making money, I'm enjoying doing the podcast more. And no.
Well, let's back this up.
Listen, no, I don't have to, because I'm speaking from me. Speaking from my heart.
Let's back this the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm speaking from my heart. So, no, we're not leaving YouTube. But with all the stuff that's going on YouTube, it makes me not want to do it, okay? It just makes me not want to just do this. I could have recorded yesterday. No, Mikkel, let's just do tomorrow. Because I just don't. And I just have to be honest. It's just been a lot going on. And I have a lot going on in my personal life too. So hopefully I can find the common ground to like make sure everything is right and have that perfect balance. Even though nothing will ever be perfect. Now you're trying to do the podcast and trying to do YouTube. It will never be perfect, but to get on a ground where it's solid enough for me to walk up and, you know, try to keep it balanced, it will be good for me. But, so yeah, I just need everyone that say they ride for the Scorpion Show, that say they day one, I need you guys to show your support and show your love. And downloading is free. Listening to a podcast is free. Okay? Telling someone to watch the Scorpion Show, that's free. You don't have to pay to do that. So I'm just asking you as the audience to please tell everyone to listen to our podcast and to download it. And I just showed you how to download. So we're going to get into this video. When we last left off on the podcast, we really didn't get a chance to talk about it, and I was trying to see if more information will come out on the death of LaShawn Daniels. He passed away in a car accident last Tuesday. He passed away last Tuesday, and still like no information was really out about it. But he passed away in South Carolina, and his wife April Daniels, she posted on Instagram, you know, about his passing, and she was saying, you know, the next day she posted, they know everyone loves LaShawn, but the family is asking for privacy, and that they will be having a memorial, but the memorial will be private, and it will be invitation only to, you know, attend the memorial service. And you know, she's just been receiving a whole outpouring of love and support. She's been posting videos on her Instagram of LaShawn. You know, it's sad, but it's also uplifting, and that she can use the words that he put out there, especially his messages on God. She can share them to everyone and for herself. And it's just been so uplifting to see, even though I know this is a tough time for her, their children. It's a tough time, but she's still pushing forward. And I'm happy to see it. And we all know LaShawn Daniels. Well, we may not know LaShawn Daniels, but when you listen to the music that he's put out, his music with Brandy, his music with Monica, Toni Braxton, Janet Jackson, Destiny's Child, even Tamar recently, like, when you hear those songs, you may not know who wrote it, but he was the mastermind behind a lot of those songs. And
Tweet posted this video on her page a few days ago after his death, and the video had different clips of different music videos of songs that he had written for or produced for different artists, and I was just like, wow, like,
right.
It was just a lot of hits.
Yes.
From a lot of different artists. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, oh my God. Really, really talented man.
Yes, he was. And he was a man who loved God. And you don't really see a lot of men do, you know, talk about their faith all the time. But he was definitely one of them, and he was a humble person. And I remember meeting him. The last time I saw him, it was at Tamar had a birthday party at Dairy Queen, and this was it was a Sunday. I had surprised Tamar by flying into Atlanta because she didn't know I was coming. But I remember him being there, and I remember speaking with him in April, and I was telling him, at this time I was doing the insanity thing real hard and heavy, and I was telling him how I lost, you know, X amount of weight at such time, and he was like, I don't think I could ever do it and stuff like that. But we had that, you know, it was just a fun conversation, and then Tamar had like a dinner somewhere else, and it was just a nice day. But I remember my friend Courtney was with me, and I was like, yeah, Courtney, he's the hit maker. He was like, no. He's like, that's all God, or something like that he said. But he was just so humble about it, and I'll just never forget that. I'll never forget it. So, and I know a lot of people have been sharing their moments. And I know Mikkel might not remember meeting him, but I'm like, y'all had to be like in that same room when Vince had that party, because there was so many people there.
Yeah, I just don't. It was a lot.
It was a lot, yeah. But, you know, rest in peace to LaShawn, and we send our condolences to LaShawn's family, his wife, his children, and all those who loved him. So, Nicki Minaj tried it. I mean, when I read the tweet, it sounded like she was being sarcastic, but I mean, that tweet just picked up and went off. And it had like around 400,000 retweets and likes.
What did she say?
About announcing her retirement and starting a family and all of that stuff. Now, if she's starting a family, that's good for her. If she want to take a break, that's good for her. But if you want to retire, like...
Isn't it amazing how people that age with all that money can just say, I want to retire?
Yeah, everybody...
I wish I could retire at my age.
Right.
But I ain't got the money to do it just yet.
Everybody claimed...
My 401k is not quite where I want to be.
Everybody that said they retired, they never
Jay-Z.
retired. Jay-Z, Tony Braxton. I don't think Missy Elliott said she retired before. I don't think so. But it's a lot of people that claim they retired and not retired. But I remember when Jay-Z did that. Yeah. And they had that Fade to Black thing or something like that.
Remember that?
And I never really listened to Jay-Z music like that. But when I tell you I had that DVD of that Fade to Black tour or whatever, it was just everything. It was so much fun to watch. And this is like 15 years ago. That is so long ago.
It was a very long
Oh my God, that was so long ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, but I was like, publicity stunt, y'all, or no? And people was like, well, why would it be a publicity stunt and all this and that? Next thing you know, the tweet is deleted, and she was saying, I don't even remember word for word. All I know is that Nicki was playing on everybody. Like, bitch, if it wasn't that serious, you got all these news outlets reporting it. Like, it's just everywhere. Even in the news, right. In the morning, the news is highlighting Nicki Minaj retirements from Twitter.
Right.
You know, if you're pregnant, you're pregnant. If you're married, you're married. You can't hate on nobody that's pregnant or nobody that wants to have a family and settle down.
That's right.
Like, just if that's what you want to do, Nicki, just say that's what the fuck you want to do, or that's what you're doing. Now, are you pregnant? You know,
if that's really what she wants.
Yeah.
If that's really the real reason behind it.
And I know her fans. Some of her fans don't like her man, but that's her man. Mine's your business.
Right.
You know, mine, your business.
That part I don't get.
Where's your man?
I don't get that part.
I don't get it.
Like, that's her man. Yeah. I have yet to comment on him because I don't plan on it, because that's her man. They probably get wild and nasty and freaky in that bedroom, and whatever he's doing, he's doing it right because he's still with her.
Yeah, because she could be with anybody.
She could be with anybody. She has.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Well, Safari isn't anybody.
I'm not just saying anybody. I'm just saying anybody. Yes. Okay. You're putting words in my mouth. Actually, you're putting names in my mouth. All I said is she had. Let me tell you something.
I only know 3 profiles. Okay.
I mean, yeah. It is what it is. However, he's doing something right.
Right.
So, because again, she's Nicki Minaj. She could be with any fucking body on this earth, but she's with him. So he's doing something right. Leave that girl alone when it comes to her man. That's like, come on.
So I don't listen to the radio show. You know, I know some people say he might be homophobic and all of that stuff.
Listen, that has nothing to do with me. You know why it has nothing to do with me? Because I don't sleep with him at night.
Yeah, and I don't listen to her show.
If he is, then that's something she's got to deal with, because she has to deal with the fact having someone who's a homophobe on her arm, especially the fact when 90% of her fans are
gay.
So that is young black gay men. Yeah. Okay? So that's a...
Yeah, but I'm just mad that Nicki did that.
Yes.
I'm mad. I'm just mad. So, like, girl, stop playing with everybody. And then, you know, people trying to make it look like, oh, because Cardi's winning and having so much success. Listen.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that are winning, and like Lizzo just became, what, the 6th female rapper to be number 1 on. And it's kind of ironic that that's all, but especially being as though Nicki Minaj has yet to have a number 1 solo song.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Never too late, Kevin. But I mean, look at the last 2 female artists who have reached #1 on the Billboard are female artists who just came out.
Yeah, and they don't fit the mold.
And they don't fit the mold of female rappers at all. But that broke the stereotype, and that I love about it.
And I'm happy for Lizzo.
And you can't tell me that Cardi and Lizzo, you can't tell me that doesn't sting just a little with Nicki.
I mean, that would sting with anybody.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'll be looking at some songs, and I'll be like, wow, you know, like, that's crazy. But the best thing to do is just be happy for people, because every time is not going to be your time. And maybe Nicki will get that #1. I mean, she's had #1 albums, so I don't see why it's so hard to get #1 single. All the fans got to do is stream and, you know, stream the songs, request the songs, and maybe pay for the song for $1 or so. It shouldn't be so hard to get a #1 song, you know. Or, you know, how some camps be doing stream days. Like, they be like, all right, we all going to stream the music on this day at this time. So, like, but I don't know if Nicki team need to do all of that, but I don't know, just make good music, and the hits will come. But, you know, congratulations to Nicki on her pregnancy, because I think she's pregnant and they haven't told us yet. I don't know about the wedding part, but I think the marriage, the baby, Xscape. So listen, this ain't gonna be long. Mama Joyce done said that these girls gonna work together, put them on the spot that they making a new album. And Candy like, child,
why is Mama Joyce saying anything?
She said they still got it, you know. They would still work after 25 years. I think they got 1 album left in them.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she put them on the spot, and you know.
When did she say all of this?
This was recent, like at they was receiving an award, and Mama Joyce happened to be there,
and happened to have a microphone in front of her.
That's right. Now this is the thing. Like, do y'all really want an Xscape album there? Because we got the tour. Y'all went to the tour, right. But are you really going to spend the money on an album, or are you just going to stream it?
Are you asking me?
I'm just asking.
Oh, I thought you were asking.
Listen, I just feel like it's tough out here.
That type of music is and it's sad to say this out of my mouth, but that type of music, music listeners of today are not checking for that.
No.
People our age and older are checking for that.
Right.
But today's people who they're not checking for that, and it's so unfortunate, because that's a great girl group from an era that had great music,
and girl groups.
And great girl groups come from that era, the 90s. But that type of music is no more. It's no more.
We don't even have girl groups anymore, not unless they come from another country.
No. And when you stop and think about it, tomorrow is September 11th.
Right.
That era of girl groups, now September 11th was 18 years ago. That era of girl groups came before September 11th.
Yeah. Right.
That's how long ago it was. That was before 9/11.
Right. That was a tough time.
And to think that today's listeners are going to be checking, they're not. These kids are not checking for that, and it's unfortunate. And I don't say it to down them because they're a great girl group. I just say it because these group of people today are not checking. They're checking for people like Tekashi 6ix9ine or however the hell you say his name.
Is he still a thing? Like, I mean,
they're checking for people like him. They're checking for people like Jacquees who can't sing. They're checking for people like
I don't even know all these new people.
I don't know these new people. Kevin, me neither. They're checking for those type of people. A Blueface.
I heard of
Tatiana, Bust Down Tatiana, who keep.
Is he on Love and Hip Hop?
No, he keep fighting his mom and sisters and all. Those, like, they're checking for people like them. And it's so sad. It's so sad.
Times change, you know.
Yeah, it does. It does change.
Because back when I was coming up, you know, back in my 20s, they liked the Jaquan and the Jay Holiday.
Yeah, but those people were...
They was one-timers.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, but they were talented.
They had a little hesitation.
They may not have been...
What's that? Grind with me. Sick of time. Like, I remember my 20s had some fun music. Then Gaga and Katy Perry and all them girls came along. It was fun. But I would listen to it, but trying to buy it, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm not.
And I don't think y'all really like it that much.
Yeah, I ain't checking for that.
Now, Black Girls Rock came on Sunday. I DVR'd it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but from what I saw Robin S., Crystal Waters, and CeCe Peniston come out and do their little 90s hits, even though I think CeCe had more hits than the rest of them. But they opened up the show. They didn't, like, perform together. But it was fun. It was cute. It was unexpected to see. And they had DJ Coco Chanel, like, on the ones and twos. Nicki Minaj did a great job from what I was watching. Sierra was honored. Angela Bassett, didn't watch her get her award. Deborah Chase Martin was honored. They honored a lot of good people that were deserving of it, and I believe her got a special award, but I didn't watch her neither. But I stopped like right after India Arie performed, and it was just a great show from what I saw so far. Because we wasn't finished watching the show for it was 2.5 hours long. And I seen it trending, but that was a hard day to be really like trending because you had a bunch of sports going on and all of that stuff. So I don't know how many people watch Black Girls Rock, but the promos for it wasn't as high as it used to be to me.
I mean, first of all, BET Awards, they don't even promo anymore.
Yeah, they don't even.
It's just it's on.
Yeah, how about that?
There's no billboards, there's no commercials. Remember the hosts used to have all different types of... You don't even see that. Who hosted this year?
What? The BET Awards?
I can't remember. Remember how you used to be able to remember who hosted? Because I forgot.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Let me Google that.
I forgot.
Yeah, and it's sad because remember back in the day, you used to be able to know who hosted.
Yes.
You saw their commercials all the time.
Oh my God, I cannot remember. Please pull it up.
Let me see. All right, female.
Oh, Regina Hall.
Yes.
Regina Hall.
But I mean,
I forgot.
Oh boy.
Regina Hall. All right.
She's no Monique.
Yeah.
She's no Will Smith.
No, but she tried.
Or Jada.
Yeah.
Remember when they hosted and they all did? She's not enough.
No.
But she's not.
But she was unexpected to be the host. So I'm thinking, Black Girls Rock, and every time Black Girls Rock trend on Twitter, there's always white women so upset. Why can't we use White Girls Rock? All this and that.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh boy. I'd probably watch to see Ashley Judd and the Dixie Chicks.
Child, now
And Megan McCain.
And they better not be called White Girls Rock.
And Megan McCain and Abby Huntsman. And
You know what? We get all of that during the Country Music Awards.
Yes,
They got their own show. It's just country. Another name for, never mind. But I'm just saying, y'all got your own stuff. So we got those.
even though they got it from us.
Yeah. And even though we have a Black Girls Rock show, a Black Girls Rock is not enough now. Because
Oh boy.
Angelica Ross from the hit show, the Emmy Award nominated show.
When does the Emmy come on?
September or something. Probably next week. 22nd, 29th, one of them. They come on one of them times.
Well, that's 2 weeks from now.
Yes. She's from the show Pose, and she went on a tirade. Not a tirade, but she was upset that, BET did not include trans women into Black Girls Rock show. Now,
I find it interesting. I'll take this part.
Yeah.
I find it interesting that she went on this rant, being as though Black Girls Rock has been on for a few years now.
Right.
I've never heard her or any other one.
Nobody
had a problem last year, 2 years ago, whatever the case may be. Now that you're on Pose and Pose is a hit show, and now it's an Emmy-nominated show, now you have a problem with Black Girls Rock not including trans women. Listen, I'm not a trans woman. I don't know how trans women feel about... Well, clearly we do know because they made it clear how they feel.
Well, she made it clear how she feels.
Well, but then there were a lot of people who were in agreement with her. A lot of trans women and a lot of people from the LGBTQ community who agreed with her. That's what I was saying when the Shade Room had posted all of their different tweets and things like that.
Yeah.
So what I will say to that is,
See, because we're trying to find the right words.
Because see,
I don't want to offend nobody. But
neither do I.
The first thing I thought is, what are we complaining about now? That's what I thought. The first thing. I can't lie. I just gotta let it out.
So did I.
You know, like, what are we complaining about now? Okay. I didn't know that this is what Black Girls Rock was about, but I mean, I don't really see a problem with including trans women because I don't know a lot about a lot of the trans women of the past, or who would they honor. Or I mean, even if no one gets an award, I wouldn't have a problem seeing Janet Mock come out and present an award to someone. You know, like, if that's the inclusion she's looking for, I'm not sure.
Right.
But there are a lot of women who are honored, gay, lesbian. Well, they are. Well, you're a woman, you're a lesbian.
Right.
You know, but they have been honored. So it's not like nobody from the community has been on the show.
And see, that's where you and I had a conversation, because what I was saying to you was, a lot of people, because I was reading a lot of comments when they had posted on the Shade Room, and a lot of people, straight women, straight men, particularly straight women, straight black women, because there was a lot of straight black women who were just like you. Oh God, here we go.
Yeah.
You know, they were like, come on. But a lot of them are confused, because just like you say, there are a lot of women from the community have been honored. A lot of people were saying, we're not for sure how to identify you, because are you a part of the community, or do you identify yourself as being this straight black woman?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So we don't know, and it's a fair argument for people who don't understand, because a lot of these black people, a lot of these women, men, I think the LGBTQ community, and I think, you know, whoever else, they expect people to automatically understand what's going on and how they feel. And it's like, if you're not living that life, you don't understand. It's just like when black people see people, for instance, when black people see people like Donald Trump saying things, and then we say it's racial, and then white people say, oh God, here y'all go with the racial stuff. Well, y'all don't understand where we're coming from. And that's just like trans and gay people. These straight people are not familiar, or they don't understand where you're coming from, because they don't live the lifestyle that you live. So now you're saying that you're a trans woman, and you're saying that you want to be included in Black Girls Rock, and they're like, well, are you identifying with the... If you're identifying with the LGBTQ community, then you should have no complaints, because like you said, there have been women of the LGBTQ community in the past honored at Black Girls Rock. Right. So, I mean, what is your art? And performers. So it's like, and probably hosts.
Yeah. But they want to see more trans women. Like, women who...
Right. But how about this?
Trans.
How about trans girls rock?
Yeah,
how about that?
Yeah, they do rock.
How about, and I know, and I'm not saying that they don't rock, but how about that? How about they start the movement of making or doing their own...
Yeah, they can have their own show.
You know?
But, I mean...
Because I think it's a slippery slope when you... I think it's a very slippery slope when you have these type of complaints, and instead of you going on social media to bash Black Girls Rock, because now for me, I feel like if Black Girls Rock starts to include trans women in any type of way, shape, or form, which I don't have a problem with them doing, but if they do, then it might look like, oh, they're only doing it because y'all went on social media and bashed them. And that should never be the case. It should always be a genuine thing. I think instead of her and other people going on social media and bashing BET and Black Girls Rock, they should have hit up and did it in a more professional way by saying, hey, you know, it would be so wonderful if you guys could include trans women, and this is why, because X, Y, and Z. But to just simply make it this
like a bashing thing,
and then
BET got something against.
And once she started, a lot of people jumped on board, and it was just like, oh
but you know
God.
what? It's just like, that's why I don't like it. I don't like it to be like a complaint. Like, I don't like it to feel that way. And then she's saying 18 trans women have been killed this year. But you know what? You know how many straight black women have been killed this year, and nobody is getting honored or with a domestic violence show.
Yeah.
Nobody is talking about it.
You better talk about it.
But it's many.
You better talk about it. Yeah.
It's many. It's not just trans women being killed. It's women, black, you know, what they... I just gotta
say it.
I don't want to offend nobody, because then I want to get all the cis, what is the cisgender women or the cis heteros, like I can't get all these names.
And again, that's where it goes back to.
Killing me.
That's
like,
why I say
it
goes.
names.
That's why I say it goes back to a lot of these straight people are not familiar with all of that. You know what I mean? They don't know. These straight women out here who are not familiar with. They may be familiar with gays and the trans, but they don't know about all these other titles, so they're just like, wait a minute.
Let me tell you
what
something.
is going on?
When I came out,
there are a lot of gay people who don't even know.
I know. Do you know that there's so many different flags for different sexualities?
Did you know at one point I didn't even know that there was an LGBTQ? Yes, I didn't know all that. I'm like, okay, when did this happen?
I don't know.
Because I thought it was always LGBT community, and then they said the Q, and then they added the I, and then they...
The Q is always...
Oh, well, you know what I meant, the LGBTQ community, and then it was the I, and the S, and then the SSI, SSI, PPI.
And then it's him, them, they. Like, I'm trying... Listen, when I came out...
Mississippi?
Maybe. But it's so many... It's like...
just a lot.
It's like every day I come up, I wake up, and it's a new thing. Okay, I gotta call you he, she, or them, they, them, their, he, she, something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't make a mistake.
Yeah, and then it's I don't identify as a gender. It's like
like for instance, I ran into someone a few years ago, and I had no clue that they're twins. I had no clue that one of them did the transformation as a trans woman now. I had no clue because I hadn't seen either one of them in a long time. And I ran into one of them in Miami, one of the twins in Miami, and I was so excited. And I was like, oh, you know, we still. And I said, where's your brother? My brother. You mean my? And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What did I say? What did I do? And what happened? Because I have no clue. And then they started explaining. I'm like, oh, I didn't, because I didn't know. And I'm like.
But I
like, what the fuck is going on?
I love...
And then they get very upset with you.
Yeah, I love the... first of all, I love our community. But we are all... I really feel like we are all on different pages, and we are all fighting different fights.
No, everybody's on the same page. They're just all in the same different books. That's what it is. Everybody's on page 20, but in different books. This one's in Webster Dictionary. This one is in the NIV version of the Bible. This one is in the King James version of the Bible. This one is in that version of the Bible. It's like, what is going on?
It is tough out here. I don't want BET to do it only because now they're being forced.
Because they're being forced, right.
You know, when you got networks like Logo, that's a gay network. And what else do they do besides show gay shows? Well, not gay shows, but the Golden Girls and all the other shows, classic shows. What else are they doing? And besides showing RuPaul's Drag Race, I haven't seen a show on there since Noah's Ark. And when are we going to get another show like that? Like, that network could be so much bigger than what it is. But we weren't about fighting with BET to get a trans woman to be nominated for an award on the show when we could create our own show for the gay lesbians. That's just how the NAACP and all these other black shows came up with their shows, because no one was honoring and recognizing that.
And now nobody's going to the show.
Yeah. And they don't want to go to the NAACP Awards or the Soul Train Awards when that show has put so many of these A-list stars on.
Okay.
Like, I just...
Don Cornelius is somebody, he's somewhere rolling around in his grave.
About why? Oh, because they're not... Bitch. You know what?
Because they're not going to his show. That's why.
Look, Don had more problems than enough, okay?
Oh!
My stomach is hurting. And I gotta get through this show. Don Cornelius, you know what? No, he probably be suffering.
Don't. Let it go. That's next. You're right, though. I agree with everything you just said.
But listen, for my community, I feel like our community, the LGBTQIA,
MISSIPPI. Oh my God.
We have a long way to go. Before we could, we really do have a long way to go.
Instead of calling out BET and Black Girls Rock, let's sit down and, like you said, have a conversation with Logo. A network that is for the community, but yet they rarely show, there's much more than RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right, yeah, right. Yeah, because
there's much more than
I
the
watched
Golden
the first
Girls.
season,
The Golden
but
Girls
I stopped watching
let me
it
tell you
'cause
something.
I
The Golden
did not
Girls is
identify.
classic, and I love the Golden Girls.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. The Golden Girls is not.
Let me show you logo. Look, what that say? What do that?
I can't see. You
There we go. What is all over logo?
Married with Children. All old white shows.
Married with Children. Mama's Family. What's going on?
But how
with
are they
logo?
gay? I don't know.
Three's
And then if you notice, they're all white shows.
Yeah. Maybe we need to complain the logo.
Yeah. Here it is a network for this
us.
community, and they ain't showing nothing for you. Mama's Family. All these shows, Married with Children, Golden Girls, all those shows been off the air for almost 30 fucking years. They ain't shown a new episode of Mama's Family since 1985. Golden Girls, the last episode with them was 1992.
Yeah, and then they came.
And Three's fucking Company. Oh God.
So
Can you imagine?
So listen,
I can't.
I don't want nobody from our community to be upset. I just want all of us to get it together, and you know, we can't force a network to honor someone just because you feel like they're not being included. But we can all fight together or try to work towards something.
Let's start with
because I don't think
first.
Beverly Bond and the people over there at Black Girls Rock has any like
ill will towards trans women. I don't think that at all.
Yeah.
And I think that they're trying to make it seem like they do, and I don't believe that at all. I think that let's start with Logo. That is a network for the gays, but yet it does not even. The only gay show that I can think of
is RuPaul. RuPaul.
The gay popular show anyway.
Yeah.
And then majority of the shows on there are
all I
geared
know
to white gays.
is Noah's Ark put logo on and RuPaul's Drag Race put logo on, and those are about 2 black men. I can't name no other
black shows because it's all white shows on there.
Logo. I can't name no other popular show that came on.
Golden Girls didn't even have no gay men on the show.
No, but it's a gay culture show. Come on. For the gays to watch.
It's a gay iconic show, but it's not even black women on there.
No.
And when did Married with Children become a gay iconic show?
Hey, I don't know.
Or Mama's Family.
What's going to happen with, I don't know what's going to happen.
I turned the channel with Mama's Family. If anything, put Roseanne on there. Like the first 2 seasons.
I'm probably sure they had her on there.
Yeah, I would love to see her on there. The first 2 seasons. I like all the seasons of Roseanne when she was fat. When she lost the weight, I don't want to see it no more. Because she wasn't funny no more.
So, Power has been on. We didn't talk about Power last week. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to miss Power when it's on TV. Because it is like really, really getting good.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, wow. You know what I just hate? I just hate when they just start killing people right away. Like, boom. I'm like,
it's so graphic.
Yeah. I'm like, what do y'all tell their families? Like,
they don't tell them nothing.
would they wrap them up and drop them off somewhere?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
ocean.
know.
You know, remember years ago, well, this was years ago, when people go missing, like 50, 60, 70 years ago, they kill somebody, they go missing, you never found them again.
Mm-hmm.
They tie, you imagine when they used to tie the people up alive, tie a cinder block to their wrist, to their ankle, and throw them in the water?
Yep.
You imagine doing that to somebody?
I can't. I don't even have that kind of heart to even
Me neither.
About it. Like,
To tie a cinder block or a weight to somebody and throw them in the water.
But yeah,
and tell them you go figure out how you're going to get out.
But you ain't going to get out.
Well,
First of all,
that's
you're
the
going to drown.
Because you're going straight down.
Yeah, all the way down.
All the way down.
Yeah.
And that's a painful death to start drowning.
I don't even want to think about that. I want to get back to Pop.
I'm serious.
All I know is, okay, what's her name? Keisha.
She's about as stupid as 2 marbles left behind in the cup and you're playing dice. If you ever use marbles to play dice. That's how stupid she is.
I just hate her character so much, man. She's worse than Holly.
She's
worse than Holly.
She really is. She really is. Somebody, the last episode, she posted something, Lala posted something on her page and was like, yeah, get ready, because somebody left in the comments, oh, must we forget what happened to Holly? And I said, yes, because she's so excited.
Yeah, like she's just doing too much.
Yeah, she is.
The son, he trying to start his own drug business. Now I see it. Oh Lord, this is the new Tommy Power. This is Tommy
Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost. You know, all we need is a Cayman. But that's what we got with them. And who drugs were these that he's been selling?
Well, remember he was hiding them in his sister's room.
Yeah, but where did he get them from?
I don't know. Maybe
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
he said Canaan though. Remember he said I had a plug and now my plug is dead, so now I gotta find it.
He sure did. But for so far he's been running his business okay. I just hate his interactions with him and Ghost. Yeah. I hate his interactions with his mom. Tasha and what you call him, sister?
Tasha is just what I like about Tasha is she walks fast, she says the fuck she gotta say, and she's out. I'm on top of this and she's out.
I loved her on this episode.
Let me tell you something. In the very beginning when Power first started season 1, I was like, I don't like her. But as it progressed, I'm like, I like Tasha. Yeah. I like the actress that plays her. I'm like, yeah, I can't see nobody else's Tasha because she's just straight with it.
Yeah, and Tasha, she's going to try to do this Renaissance illegal daycare.
Illegal daycare.
Because, you know, people been watching your kids for years. I ain't never knew it was money involved back in the day. You know, but oh my God, growing up in the projects, you seen that every day. You know?
And you know what
I just seen a lot.
You know what's so good about illegal daycare? The parents supposed to pay you every day.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to.
Yeah, they said supposed to. Well, don't bring your child back.
If you don't got the money,
don't come back.
Yeah. Don't leave. You can't leave her here. But it's always some hate.
In the day,
it was a lot. You had to speak easies. People sell liquor out their house. Not that I would buy any, but I've seen it all the time. You had people who had the candy stores. We had a little candy store, and we sold water ice and
cheese. Your mom supposed to speak easy.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, my cousin, she still goes.
That's what they ain't at.
My cousin still goes. Yeah, that generation. Because one of my cousins, she's your mom's age. And she still goes to speak easy. I didn't even know you still had them. Okay?
I wouldn't love to those things. Really?
Oh, God, stage in one. Oh, my God, yes. Oh, my God. Stage in one. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
And you know what? They around here, too.
Yeah, but I don't need to.
I don't need to know where they are.
I go right downtown.
Because I don't want to see none of them get raided.
Oh, my God.
And I hope my cousin will be in there one day when they raid it. But she's too old to be sitting.
First of all, I didn't even know that there was still like.
Yes, they still have speakeasies out here.
Yeah.
And they sold liquor like this in a jar. Look like this in a jar.
And look, they won't be.
Like your mouth.
It's just my mustache. Ooh, look at that. Wait, you know what's killing me? Wait, before we get back to power in these daycares. Speaking of daycares, what's making me mad is seeing women killing so many children.
Yeah.
Especially at their daycare.
Yeah,
people that work at daycare.
And then she was so stupid that they caught it on camera.
Yeah.
How stupid can you be?
Yeah, choke that baby, cover the baby mouth until it couldn't breathe anymore. And then it was another woman who killed her child over the weekend at a
boarding house. The sister said that the sister was the one who discovered the baby, the mom's sister, and she said that she went down there to get the baby because a few days earlier the mom was saying stuff like just talking crazy about how she couldn't get the baby. So the sister said she was going down there to go get the baby for the mom, and they got down there and the mom had already killed the baby. It was like, oh my God, like what the hell?
Like I don't know. Now see that make people apprehensive about putting their children in daycare or anything like that. But that's it's scary. It's ridiculous, and I just think that it's sad. And if you know someone having mental, like a mental thing, you know, and they shouldn't be with their child, you need to tell somebody.
You know what's so crazy? Because they never heard of this back in the day, stuff like this, with people killing babies at the home daycares. That we just saw about.
No.
Because most of the people watching them was like old people.
Yeah. And they ain't play that.
No, they ain't play that.
They will fuck your kid up at the daycare.
There was this lady named Miss Collins. It was about 92, and she had all these kids.
And or you making this up?
No, I'm making this up.
And she's still alive.
She asked my mom. I said she was 92 back then, Kevin. No, she'd probably be over 120 now. I don't know if she's still alive.
How she was 92 and watching kids?
Kevin, you got some people with 92 still driving. The fuck?
Look.
The hell?
Look, they can't drive me. First of all,
remember that lady, the mother at my church a long time ago, Mother Rivers?
Mm-hmm.
She was 96 and was still driving.
Yeah.
Some people, they just... Listen, my thing is, I am not against elderly people driving because I am a driver. And God willing, if I make it to that age and I can still function, I want to be able to still drive too. But I do believe that they need to be, like, their eyesight and stuff needs to be checked at least twice a year. Yeah. If not once a year, at least twice a year. You know what I mean? But if you still can function, then go ahead and drive. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. And I say that too, and I say that honestly because I'm a driver. And I don't want to be in my 80s and then be told, oh, you can't drive no more because you're old. No, I want to still be able to drive. Fuck, my aunt who died, she was 84, was still driving when she died. I mean, you know, they may drive slow, but they get to where the fuck they need to be.
Right.
Just don't drive in front of me.
Yeah, so Tasha's family, they're going to get a daycare center because they done worked their way with this new woman from the DNC that's going to be working with...
Tasha and her mother.
Yeah, Lorenz Tate and, you know, Lorenz Tate character, he kills me. Like,
I like him though. I like him.
He's so phony. Like,
I like him though.
I don't, and when I see men like that in particular, it's a big turn off.
But you know what I like about his character?
It's so phony.
Yeah, I like, but I'm saying his character is good. I mean, he plays a good phony guy.
Yeah.
But what I like about him is that I wish that he had stayed. I wish that we had been introduced to him a few seasons earlier. Not because I think it was like last season when we were introduced to him.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah, but I feel like it was more that we could have gotten from him. Like, you know who I don't like who's phony to me? Dre. I don't like him.
Dre, oh yeah, he should have been killed.
Yeah, what?
I'm like, who the fuck is Dre? Dre, first of all, that whole scene
Dre is all about himself. He's all about himself. And I'm surprised he turned the gun on his child because he's all about himself.
Yeah, and first of all, that whole scene fucked me up because if a kid hearing all them gunshots, they're going to be howling and screaming.
Yeah.
That baby ain't crying out one time. Like, come on. That messed with me. Him killing that man, that was sad.
Yeah, that man. He's sitting here helping you.
Yeah, and you gonna kill him. See,
and right in front of your daughter. And to the blood splashed to her face.
We wanted to have a painful death.
That's what we did say. We wanted him to have a painful death.
It didn't happen yet. He done stayed the whole season 5, and now he's going through season 6 and killing people.
And they killing people, and he still ain't had no painful death.
Yeah, but who told? That's where the house. That's where they gonna be at. Like, how did they?
It's a mole inside of the what's it?
Yeah,
that's what it is. It's a mole.
That was a lot. That scene, that was a hell of an.
And the show had just it was over.
Yeah, and that's 50 Cent first time directing, and they brought back the original theme and everything. So thank you, 50 Cent, for that. But
that was a good episode.
Yeah, like with the sister finding out about Tasha having a cell phone. Well, first of all, she thought it was Ghost, and then it was Tasha. So that shook.
I like how she put the cell phone in the casket.
Yes, that was cute.
Was that this episode? Or was that episode?
That was this episode. That was this episode. Okay. That was this new episode. Or it could have been.
No, it was the last. Yeah, it was the last episode.
Because I watched them both on the same night.
Yeah, but I like the fact how she put that cell phone in the thing because she knew either way it was going to implicate her sister.
Yeah, and I was hoping that the phone didn't ring up between them.
Yeah. But you know what? Let me tell you something. Speaking of putting stuff in casket, because I can't tell you because I don't know if this person may be watching.
Why?
You don't do stuff like that, Kevin. You don't do stuff like that. But you know, they would have never allowed that to happen. Like cemetery stuff, they wouldn't allow that to happen. You don't do stuff like that. And then you don't tell nobody. Yep. And then it was like, well, I don't care. That's nothing to boast about. That's nothing to boast about at all. I said, well, what if one of them asks, where is... Oh, I'll just tell them I put it in there. Why would you... Why is that okay for you to boast about that?
Yeah. How old is she?
Why would you do that? And then... But you don't do stuff like that. Because you know you can put stuff in the casket with the dead body. But if somebody don't know that what you're putting the fuck in there. Hello?
That is just mind blowing what you just told me.
Shit.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so now you got Tommy and Ghost not knowing that they're working together, but they work together, and if one don't do one job, they gotta pay the damn boss. I was with Ghost when he said, well, you know what, let's kill him. Let's work together. Tommy is just so fucking stupid.
But you know what it is now, I think, Kevin? None of them can trust each other. Tommy is very stupid, and Ghost said that too. I think he said something like, I'm smarter than you. But you gotta remember, Tommy is going off the fact that Ghost, you thought that you killed me. And you intentionally tried to kill me. Well, so why would I fucking trust you?
Yeah.
Why would I trust you?
But they both losing out on money every time.
They are, but Tommy's not looking at it like that. He's looking at it at the fact that Ghost, you tried to kill me. I can't. Why would I fucking want to work with you?
I can't keep wasting money now. Come on, you know. But yeah. So I ain't like that, but they're gonna. I believe they're gonna end up working with each other. And someone was saying that they think they both might kill each other, like on the season finale or something. I can see it, but I don't know. I think that they got.
I do believe that one of them
will get in trouble.
Somebody else is going to die. A very important character is going to die. I do believe Dre's going to die, but I think other than Dre, somebody else is going to die.
Like who? Tasha?
I don't know. I don't think Tasha's going to die, but I think other than Dre, I think that somebody else is going to die, and I think it's going to be between Reek, Ghost, or Tommy. Because I think that Tyreek is going to get himself involved in some bullshit, and you're going to be like, see.
Now who we going to believe? Like, who? How would we feel, though? Because, I mean, some people already...
What's the last season, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah. They got this new power coming out.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't give a fuck if he get killed. Because you know why? He brings shit on himself, and he don't listen. And he's very grown, and he's arrogant. He's one of them spoiled rich kids. He's just arrogant, and he thinks he knows it all. So I don't give a fuck. Kanan should have popped him before he got popped.
Yeah, but I don't get it.
Or shot him in the leg.
Because he wished that, what you call him, was his son. What's his name? He wished that, Kanan wished that
Tyreek
was his son.
Because he didn't like his own son.
Right. And his son wasn't really doing stuff that...
Because his son was, his eyes were soft.
Yeah.
But he wasn't that soft because he was fucking Tasha.
Right. Right.
Remember that?
We were
really invested in
that
that
show.
Yeah, we were invested. Okay.
So, is J-Lo going to be performing at the Super Bowl next year? We have no idea. But J-Lo did the opening for the NFL this week. And, you know, there's been a lot of rumors swirling. Listen, I think J-Lo is the next best person you can get if Rihanna's not going to perform. I don't want Cardi B. I don't want Rihanna if Rihanna's not going to do it. I would rather see J-Lo. I don't know who else can do it. Like, who else is going to do it? What other female right now can do it?
Why would Rihanna not do it though? Because she's announced that she's about to come out with an album in December.
Yeah, but she's also like been on this. I'm not doing anything with the NFL to Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. She has. That's right.
So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I know that Jay-Z has been using his influence with the NFL now. And he's working with the NFL with Rock Nation. I don't know if he could get Rihanna to do it, but I mean, if Rihanna's not going to do it, I think J-Lo is the next best thing to do it. And I could just see her just going all out and having a great show. So I wouldn't be opposed. I can't think of anybody else right now who I think can hold our attention for 15 to 20 minutes. Besides J-Lo. Nobody. Jurnee Smollett and his sister. Now I love his sister. Oh my God.
Jurnee?
Not Jurnee.
No.
Yeah, Jurnee Smollett. But I'm like Jurnee Smollett Bell. Well, that's the new name. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm hoping that. First of all, you forget that they siblings. But they are shopping around a show or a movie where a brother and sister are wrongfully accused of a crime.
Sound familiar?
Yes. And that's making me mad that, I mean, I know she loved her brother, but it's making me mad that she's being dragged into this.
And that he's manipulating her to the point that
she's always been like the sweet one to me, and I don't want to see her like that. Like,
I know like the Jacksons, they stand behind their family.
Not all the time, them motherfuckers. You know the Jacksons. I'm not gonna talk about the Jacksons. But yeah, I don't even want I don't want Jurnee to be a part of this. I don't. This is just not a good look.
Good TV is when Nene called Latoya Jackson Casper. That was excellent TV.
He could never rewrite something.
You can't. You can't make that up.
But that was almost 10 years ago, and that was good. That's when the Apprentice was good before we
even knew about Donald Trump being
his
the way he is.
ways.
That was classic television.
Yes.
And when she was coming for Star Jones, and Star Jones got out the line and started walking over to the next place to get away from Nene, and Nene was following her.
Yeah.
That was
Star
classic.
Jones is like, I'm not going there. I'm not just not doing it.
Oh
Get back in
my
there like
God!
this.
You cannot make that. If you have not seen that, and the fact that we watched that season of Apprentice when it was happening,
Right.
and Dionne Warwick,
Yes.
I got your number. Ain't that what you told her?
I got your number, Ezzy. I got your number.
You know what you did. Nene tried to say bye to her. You know what you did. Oh my God! How could you forget? Oh my God! It was classic TV. They don't make stuff like that no more. What? The elephant! Oh my God! He's gonna fall. Look. Woo! Woo! That's why I don't get on them elephants. I don't. I don't ride them. Look at it. And look how it's trolloping down the street. Oh my God.
From the hospital.
Oh.
The parade is meant to
Can you rewind that?
sacred
Or no, not on TV.
Right now, a massive manhunt is underway for a man accused of murder and his wife, both of them inmates who escaped. Officials say they overpowered their guards as they were being transported to jail.
How? Both of them?
Run, and police believe people are helping them.
Usually,
Fox's
yeah,
Wendy
they are.
Williams
Come on.
report.
Because you.
No, they said the white supremacists. They're white supremacists.
Oh yeah.
They look a fucking mess. Okay.
Justice Month.
Yeah, I'm done with Justice.
It's a no.
Yeah.
It's a no.
It's a no for
It's a
me.
no. It's a no.
Immature is going on tour with Ray J, Day 26, B5, J. What kind you going?
I will go if they're all opening up for Beyonce. But I won't go to see them. I will go until when Beyonce's getting ready to.
You know what? I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna skip this one. I don't even see Philly on a thing. But you know who I think would be good for opening for Beyonce? Lizzo.
Yeah.
I can see it, bitch. Yeah. You gonna want to get there early.
Especially a stadium tour too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lizzo and Beyonce, bitch. I'm there.
But I feel like Lizzo's so big now that I can't see her. I mean, she probably would do it.
I would hop on that.
Yeah, she would do it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying she's so big now that I'm like. But I'm sure if Beyonce asked her, she would do it.
Yeah.
That's like an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I know when they came here, not this last tour that we went to, but the last tour before that. What's the tour before that? Was the Formation tour? And Beyonce had DJ Khaled and Meek Mill and all of them had opened up for her, whatever the case may be. That was awesome. That was an awesome opening.
That was Beyonce?
Yeah,
that was Formation.
Yeah, that was Formation. That was awesome.
Yeah. But see, Meek Mill wasn't on the thing, but
he came out.
Brought him out.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about here in Philly.
Yeah.
I mean, why not have him come out?
Yeah,
this is Philly.
And he did the last tour too with Jay-Z and Beyonce. I think I think Lizzo will be great. Because that's going to be a lot of energy. First of all, she's going to warm. That's the warm up. And then.
And bring that flute out?
Bitch, I love when she can bring that flute out. It's just, she is just so.
First of all, that's skill to be having that much breath to blow in that flute and then, and then dancing. That's a lot of skill.
Yeah. Like, I'm happy for her. Her star really has.
It reminds me of years ago when Ray Charles used to do harmonica. No, not Ray Charles. Stevie Wonder.
Played the
harmonica. Because that was different too.
Hard.
No, I'm saying, no. I'm just saying, no, that's not hard because he just said, but I'm saying it's just different that a harmonica. I said Ray Charles because they both love. Yeah. But years ago I used to think they were father and son. I did when I was young.
Who did you
just like years ago, I thought that. Just like I thought, well, Ray Charles is older than Stevie Wonder. Just like years ago, I used to think that Maya Angelou was Oprah's mom.
I never did.
I did years ago when I was young.
I just,
Until I found out she wasn't her mom. And then I found out she didn't really have a relationship with her mother like that.
Who, Maya Angelou?
No, Oprah.
Yeah.
No, mom just recently died.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, it's a lot with her.
She had more of a relationship with her father than she did her mother.
Yeah, and the sister. I was watching something about Oprah and her sister. I believe it's her half sister.
Mm-hmm.
That whole.
When she found out, and I remember when I saw that situation. I saw the episode when it first aired, and Oprah was saying how at first she thought that it was, you know, she wanted to make sure because when the sister first hit her up, she thought it was just like somebody just scamming her, trying, you know. But then this.
But I think they shared the same mom. They had the same mom, but different dads.
But different dads.
So you know, we really don't call that half, but you know.
But at some point, I don't even think the mom raised her.
Yeah, she gave her
other
away.
sister, yeah,
adoption too. But she held on to that and never told
nobody, because she always knew that Oprah was her sister.
Right.
And never told nobody.
If she held that secret that long, Oprah definitely was like, look, we can't.
And it's funny because I haven't seen the sister since that episode.
And I would be bitch, you didn't see me neither. Because I'm going on this yacht and
I wonder if they
yacht.
have a relationship.
I'm sure they do, because they share the same mother.
Yeah, but
it's tough, but I hope so.
I didn't even know Wendy Williams' parents were still living until the other
day.
When she was talking about it on The View, and she was like, yeah, my son's down in Florida, but you know, all my family lives down there, and my mom's down there, my dad's down there. I'm like, oh, I didn't know both of her parents were still living.
Yeah, they be on her show. You must not watch her show.
No, I don't watch her show.
They be on her show from time to time.
No, I don't watch her show.
As hell.
Well,
she looks like her dad. She looks like her dad.
She's tall as hell.
She don't look like her mom.
Let me Google her parents. What do they look like?
Yeah. She looks just like her dad.
She built like him too?
She's a woman. She's tall, just tall like him.
Oh, this is them. Oh yeah, this is her mom. Her mom looks like that lady that. She look like her dad. She got her dad eyes. And she said her brother. Her mom looked like she could be white, with a bad, with a bad tan.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy looks nice right there. This is a nice picture of her and her dad.
Yeah, they look alike.
They do. They got the same eyes.
Oh. I'm mad you ain't never watched this. You never seen her damn on the show.
Look, her mom looks white to me. Like her mom just has a tan. And I'm trying to think what white lady I'm thinking of. Remember that white lady years ago who had the accent, the short white lady who had the accent? I think she was like a psychic or something like that.
She died, the psychic lady?
What's going on?
Yeah, don't listen.
Hello? I don't know what that was. Yeah, her mother looks white to me. How about how Paris Jackson got 50 Cent together the other day?
Yeah, that could be the last topic. What happened?
When 50 Cent posted why he thought Chris Brown was better than Michael Jackson, started posting videos or something, and Paris Jackson went under the post and read him really nice and classy and said, listen, I love Chris Brown, but this is why he'll never be my father. Just ran down. She said, my father was the one who would stand on stage for about 10 minutes and wouldn't say a word and people would pass out. That's all.
Oh,
and that's nobody's passing out. Okay.
And what did 50 Cent say?
I don't know if he ever responded back.
Oh my God.
But I mean, you can't. How dare you?
Yeah. But why would y'all think Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson? Come on. Michael Jackson, Chris Brown followed Michael Jackson his whole life.
Right.
And always wanted to be like him.
Right.
Not better. I don't think nobody is ever can be better than Michael Jackson.
Because Michael Jackson, he was the
vision.
He was the epitome of all of that.
Mikkel, if that This Is It tour was to ever really see the light of day, from what we saw on that was 2009, and still nobody has never done anything as close to what This Is It was going to be like. Nobody has that.
I would have loved to have seen, and I remember that so vividly. Thinking before I found out that it wasn't going to be a U.S. tour, I remember saying to myself, I'm going to be able to finally see Michael Jackson in concert because he's coming. And then I found out that it wasn't even going to be a U.S. tour, and I was over it. But then I was just happy at the fact that he was coming back, and then he died. Like
June 25th, that was a Thursday. I'll never forget it.
I was at work.
I was at Dorney Park.
You know what happened? Can I just do a recap? I'm at work. this is when I used to work at HUP, and I was working in the office in the call center. I was on the computer, because you know that's where I stayed at all day on the computer. And then it popped up, I can't remember if it popped up on my phone or on the computer, Farrah Fawcett died. Because hers was announced first. And they were talking about her dying, whatever, and then all of a sudden it came through that, not that Michael Jackson died, but that something was going on in the house that he was staying at. And that he was rushed to the hospital, and that was all, and I'm like, oh my God. So then it was just like this conflicting report. It wasn't until I got off of work and got all the way home, and I was watching Harvey Levin from TMZ. He was the one who broke the news, but I can't remember what I was watching. It may have been CNN. No, because I don't even know TMZ was on at that time. Was it on?
TMZ been on for about 10, 12 years now.
But I know it wasn't TMZ.
2007.
It wasn't TMZ. I think it was CNN. It was CNN. Because that's what I was watching while I was at work on the computer, was CNN. So it was CNN that I was watching, and then Harvey Levin was the one who broke that he had actually died. And I was just like, oh my God.
CNN.
On CNN, yes. They had that. But they had said that, you know, TMZ, Harvey Levin announced that, you know, whatever the case, that he had died. And I was just like, wow. Wait. And it was crazy because half of that day, like you said, it started out in the morning with Farrah Fawcett, and then once the Michael Jackson news broke, you forgot all about Farrah Fawcett. They stopped talking about her.
Well, when I was at the...
Because it's crazy that they both died the same day, but you don't even think about the fact that she died the same day.
When I was at Jurnee Park, I ain't hear nothing about Farrah Fawcett or Michael Jackson. All I knew was like around 6 o'clock, and Brandon was talking to his mom, and she was saying that Michael Jackson had died. But I just was like, y'all playing. Like, yeah. Stop playing with me like that.
And that very same day, me and Drew drove to King of Prussia Mall because we were still buying some stuff for the concert the next day.
Yeah, for Beyonce.
Which happened to be the very first time I met Beyonce, was the day after Michael Jackson died.
Right.
How ironic is that?
Right. Yep.
I'm meeting my fucking idol, and her idol just died the day before. Like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how life works. But me and Drew drove to King of Prussia, and I remember and this was after we found out Michael Jackson died. We drove, and the radio was just playing everything Michael Jackson, everything Michael Jackson, everything Michael Jackson, everything Michael Jackson, everything Michael Jackson,
all of those networks.
There was no other artist that day. Everything was Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. And then I remember a few years later when Whitney died, and I remember I got a tweet from somebody that I had unfollowed. And they hit me up and was like, Whitney Houston died. And I said, why the fuck would they lie about something like that? Because I was so over the fact that you were even tweeting me after I had already unfollowed you. Why the fuck would you lie? So I cussed them out in the DM, like, why would you lie about something like that? Me and my friend Sean, was it Sean or Rara? I can't remember. No, it was Sean. Me and Sean was on our way to the movies, the Denzel Washington movie. I can't think of which one it is right now. And we were in Cherry Hill. And when we pulled up to the parking lot, when I got the tweet, when we got out of the car and walked into the movie theater in Cherry Hill. If you're from Philly or Cherry Hill, New Jersey, if you've ever been in the movie theater in Cherry Hill, you know that when you go inside, immediately when you go inside the movie theater, there's a giant flat screen TV. As me and Sean were walking through the doors, everybody in the line were focused on the TV. All eyes were on the TV, and we walked in and we saw the TV, and they had announced that she died, and I was like, oh my God! I'm like, oh my God, Whitney Houston died, and I thought this guy was lying.
I'll never forget
what
that.
The hell?
And the reason why I'll never forget that.
Listen, the whole time I'm in the movie theater watching the movie thing about Whitney Houston, because I can't think. Whitney fucking Houston. It's dead.
I'll never forget that because the day before we had went to
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster.
I don't even think it was the day before.
It was because it was a Friday. Whitney died on a Saturday. We was at Red Lobster on a Friday, and we were just talking about Whitney Houston while we were there.
Friday night.
Whitney died on a Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday. We were eating, just talking, laughing, having a good time.
Remember that?
Yeah, I don't know how we brought up Whitney Houston. We were talking
about her being broke. Somebody said she was broke. I think it was Brandon. But remember, that same day was the day that the baby pictures of Blue Ivy was released. Remember?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about the pictures.
Or it was a fight. She got into a fight with somebody and had that blood.
But yeah, And then Brandon, I think it was Brandon, said something about her being broke. And then that's when we started arguing with him, like, trust me, Whitney was not broke. Even though it was really
You're right.
Yeah. Well, I remember that conversation.
Yeah.
Because it was his sister was there too. His sister was there. I remember, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. I remember.
And then,
but that was the night that Beyonce and them had released Blue Ivy pictures. Because Blue Ivy had was born a few weeks before. And that night, the pictures were released, and we were looking at them on the phone, and we were talking. We was on at Red Lobster up on the Boulevard.
And I remember listening to Whitney music that day.
Wait a minute.
That morning.
But you remember that night before? Remember that night? We kept flip flopping. It was the Red Lobster, and then it was the restaurant next to it. I think not an Olive Garden. And remember, we kept both of them was packed. And we had reservations. We kept saying whichever one would call our name first. That's what we called it.
I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I can't remember which restaurant.
Is that Red Lobster even still on the Boulevard?
Oh yes, that Red Lobster ain't going nowhere. Now that restaurant, the other restaurant is not there no more. That Red Lobster's been there forever, and it's not going nowhere. No fucking where. That is a Red Lobster that gets a lot of money. Yeah, they get a lot of money.
I don't know who that place was that was up there.
But you remember I'm talking about how we kept flip flopping because we was like trying to figure out, well, which one's gonna call us first.
Yeah, that was a fun night. Period.
That was
fun.
And we got in there and started talking about Whitney Houston, and then she died the next
day. I listened to Whitney music on my iTunes that morning.
I must have had a lot of money because I went out 2 days in a row.
That's when the screaming show was doing it.
Now I'd be like, Lord, I can't go out one day. Oh, God, those were the days, man. Michael Jackson and Whitney fucking Houston. Wow.
I don't need nobody else to go like that. No. Nobody else. Not for a long time.
Aretha Franklin died was basically
she was old. Yeah, she was old. So I don't need no young we don't need that. We don't. We just had Nipsey Hussle because someone killed him. But to me, he wasn't that popular until he died. To me, I ain't know all these people knew who he was. I ain't never hear him, knew none of his songs. And then it was just like everybody loved him. Like where, how? But yeah, I don't want nobody. I just don't. Yeah, let's just keep it onward and upward. So yeah, that's all the topics. I was gonna talk about Madonna having a cell phone ban, but
no one cares because we're not going to.
Yeah, you know what? I do want to go. I would like to. I always say I want to see her one time.
Well, go see her.
But no, because I might need to get an Uber home. How you gonna tell people they can't bring a cell phone in the building? Oh, Madonna, come on, girl, and she's only gonna be at the Met. She's not doing nothing fabulous.
So it's not even like a bunch of ghetto people will be coming there anyway.
Ghetto people.
You had to see your face.
Ghetto people.
Ghetto people. Can you imagine how the Met is just in the hood?
Yeah, but that whole area is changing.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
it is.
Yeah, they done got the
Let me tell you something. They did the Met really nice on the outside. You see the sign and everything? At night when you drive down Broad Street and you see that sign?
Our podcast, wait a minute. Our podcast just got the email. You see that? It's been added to iHeartRadio. So if you listen to iHeartRadio or have the app, you can download us on the podcast.
I'm about to post this on Instagram.
Yes. We posted them a while ago. If you want to promote your podcast, you can find it right here. All right. We need view podcast. Ooh, look at that. There we go.
I gotta ask you something too when we log off of this.
So yeah, everybody, that's good news. That's good. See, this is all I like this kind of stuff. So we're on the iHeartRadio network. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple, and we're on Google Play. So download the Scripting Show podcast. Thank you guys so much. We're going to get up out of here. I tried to do you remember the last time when Ernest and Diggy was on the show and I did the 3-camera thing. I really tried to get it to work and I couldn't get it to work this time. I think it's because I let the cameras record too long and they wouldn't edit them the right way. So I'm going to try that another time. But we're going to try to do record the podcast with, you can watch the podcast and listen probably once a week, not all the time, but I'm trying to work on that. So we're getting things done around here. I'm happy, but you guys, I really have to go because my stomach is killing me.
And Apple Music, is it?
Hmm?
Or Apple, what is it?
iHeartRadio.
No, the other place.
Oh, Apple, Google, Spotify.
But what is it called? Apple what? Or just Apple?
Apple Podcasts, or just Apple Store, Apple Podcasts.
Because I be putting iTunes.
Yeah, I feel better now that my stomach is like
All right.
after his stomach.
Yeah, come on. Because I got to pee too. All right, well, that was fun.
What you had to ask?